There's been a lot of change at Tottenham this year. They've got themselves a new manager. Harry Kane's left the building. He's gone to Bayern Munich. But there's one thing that's not changed. That's right. Once again, we're here together. We're going to be starting our EAFC 24 career mode journey with Tottenham Hotspur. Now, this one's definitely going to take me a minute to remember to call it EAFC 24 and not FIFA 24. There's change left, right, and center. We've got a new game title. FIFA is no more. And with a whole host of new players and a hole up top, I'm excited to get this journey underway. How we doing, lads? The game has just dropped. If you've got the early access or the early build, or you paid all that money to EA to play this game early, let me know what save you're doing down below. But of course, we are taking over at Tottenham. It's all changing. We're on PlayStation now. We're on PlayStation 5 for this year's game. Everybody asks me every year what console we're playing on. We are on PS5. And I am so excited to get into this one that it is 1 o'clock in the morning. Yes, you are correct. I needed to play this straight away. We're going to kick this one off by taking a look at the squad that we will start this career mode with. And I'm just guessing there's going to be so many familiar faces in here, but one of them is not that familiar, and that is Vicario. I am very excited to use him. We have too many goalkeepers right now. Someone needs to go off the books. Lloris only has 12 months. I think we keep him for all 12 months and then let him go. We've got Sessegnon, Destiny. Oh, he's going to be so good. Centre-back, we'll talk about transfers in a minute. They are on this year. I didn't have transfers on last year. This year we have them on. Pedro Porro is going to be a beast. Spence out on loan at my team, Leeds. Emerson Royale, I don't know if you guys still hate him or like him, so let me know. Spurs fans, there are plenty of you that view this channel. Let me know down below. Basuma has been done dirty. I think this guy's going to ball out this season. I think he's doing well so far. Oliver Skip's got a bit of an upgrade. Benenka, I loved him in that final Blackburn save, so I am so excited to be reunited with him. He is an absolute baller. We're going to have a lot to get through in this one because there's a lot of changes, but this is the man that I signed for Spurs in my save last year, and he balled out. And guess what? He's now here in real life. James Maddison, take a bow. I'm looking forward to using him. Lo Celso, do we use him? You know, who knows? Perisic, I wish there was injuries that have already happened in the game. It would be cool. They do it in Madden. They do it in the other sports games. I'd love it in FIFA because Perisic has torn his ACL. He'll not play for Spurs again. I don't think. That's my opinion. Retiring at the end of the season. We'll let him bow out gracefully. Of course, the captain now, Young-min Son. We're going to rely on this man so much this year. I think he's had a downgrade, or maybe he just grew so much last time out. Mana Solomon, new guy, he's very tricky. We are finally blessed with some wingers. God, Brennan Johnson, cannot wait to use him. He's absolutely rapid. And then the big issue in the team. We all know it. We're all very aware of it. This guy I don't know about. He looks very good at 19, the Argentinian. And then we've got Richarlison. Balled out last year. Don't know if he'll do it this year. But this is a problem. The first issue that we need to solve in the transfer market, I think, is up top. And at centre-back, because I'm pretty sure that I want to let Eric Dyer go. I'm not too keen on Ben Davies either, and he's getting on in age. So really, we only have Romero and Mickey van der Ven, who is a youngster, as well as Ashley Phillips. But I don't think he's going to grow enough in this game to use him. So centre-back is a real issue as well for us right now. But before all of that, there's some new stuff in this year's game. We've got some team strategizing to do. And I like this. Is this something we're probably going to forget about eventually? I don't know. I hope not. But I do quite like this. And now instead of going standard and just making up my own tactic, I think at least for this first save, we're going to pick one. I particularly would love to build Spurs in like a tiki-taka, but I genuinely think when I read all of these and I've read them, counter-attack maybe as season's gone past, but with Big Angie in there now, that's not how they're playing, and this is how I'd like them to play as well. So we're going to actually start as a gegenpress. I don't know if this will be the formation we use. I'm going to use this starting episode as per usual to get all your guys' feedback. Now, I might make a transfer or two, but besides that, I need the feedback from you guys. Also, is the lighting okay? We've got new lighting. There's lights at the back, so I don't have to have the big light on. It's not as warm in it. I don't know. Who cares? But gegenpressing is where we're going to start. And then I am going to make a video on coaching because I've already gone through this. I've played for like an hour just to like assess some of the stuff so that we can make just more videos. But we're going to go through some of the coaching. I'm not going to go through it in depth now, but basically you want to reach the ideal amount of stars. Those stars will change. The ideal amount of stars will change depending on the players you have. Like you see our attacking is so high. That might have a lot to do with Son. If Son wasn't in the team, I imagine the start would be a lot further down. But this for me is a godsend because long have gone the days where you have to play the training drills. If you know me, lads, if you know me, if you really know me, and if you don't, hit subscribe, get to know me. I hate doing the drills. The drills are the bane of everyone's existence. Let's not deny that. Now, I have 13 positions open. I don't know if that's the max of any team, but because we're a top team, we're going to have a big budget. We're going to have a lot of slots open. but be aware of the pictures on the left-hand side. And then take a look at the picture at the top of ours. It's gegenpressing, so ideally we would like coaches that are gold and gegenpressing. That is the ideal scenario for us. We want coaches that are capable of our tactical vision. Unfortunately for me right here at the start, none of these coaches -1. Now, I reckon this dude's going to be great. I would love to get beyond. Love it. Would be fantastic. But he doesn't match our tactical view. So to get the biggest amount of boost, we're going to go for this guy. And I think our biggest issue right now is defense, because he's got 4-star defense. I'm actually going to slot him into defense. I will keep you updated with some of the staffing stuff, but I need to figure out if this is even worth putting into the videos in the future. But we're definitely going to fill all these roles over time as we get more and more coaching suggestions. But you'll already see, since we have the defense expert in, he's good with gegenpressing, so he keeps being a gold badge. Look, we get a +2 to Mickey van der Ven and Romero. Pedro Porro 1, Destiny 1. This, for me, is a big step in the right direction for this game, because I hated the training drill. But enough of all of that stuff. How much money is Daniel Levy giving me to spend? Okay, I am all right with this. 106 million is a pretty penny. There's definitely a few players we'd like to get off the books as well, so I will take this. It's always good to know how you're starting your season as well, and I like the look of the calendar. I like the look of the whole general set out. I think it looks great. I think it looks fantastic. I tell you what, it's pretty smooth this year as well. Touch wood, the desk is wood. That is what I am touching, the desk. But touch wood, I hope that it stays this way, because it has run really smooth so far. No, it wouldn't be a new season with a new video without checking the objectives. I've made 3 or 4 videos on how terrible objectives are. Can we all pray to the FIFA gods right now up there that objectives this year are not absolute crap? Youth Development 1, I don't usually do a youth academy with the big teams, but I actually think I will this year because I want to see how they work. Get 7 clean sheets in home games, doable, easy. 3 players from North America, and it's bloody critical. How it's day 1, man. How is this still an objective that is critical that they want you to do? Now, the intriguing thing to do in my brain would be not fulfill that objective and see what impact it has. We've got no continental football. They want us to finish in a Champions League place, which is respectable. I would expect to do that myself. Hopefully next season it doesn't say win the league. They want us to win the FA Cup. Don't get me wrong. I would love to win a trophy with Spurs. Pretty ambitious, but yeah, the free North American player thing is a problem. Would prefer it if it was South American players as well. And some of my go-to North American players have signed for new clubs like Edson Alvarez. So I don't know what we're going to do with that one, but we're stuck with it. Now, in terms of Youth Academy, there is no Scout Future Star anymore, but we have started with Sam Small, who is not that small. He's 6'3", but at 16, I mean, he looks pretty good, doesn't he? Is he the new Harry Kane? I don't know. But we are going to put him on a training plan, and we will see how he gets on. We'll monitor him. He can't be the new Harry Kane. He's already pretty quick. But we will monitor this guy as time goes on, because I think he's got good potential. Now, aside from that, absolutely nobody else stands out, so we will release them all. Only 5 days on, and bids are already starting to fly in. Emerson Royale, 18 million. I like it. It's a good bid, and I don't know if we want to keep him, but I feel like at this stage, I want your guys' feedback, because he is young, and he's a very good right back in terms of his attributes and skill set. So we will wait to see if you guys still hate it. So the first major sale is done. Ben Davis leaving the club. I don't think he suits what we want to do in the future. He's a little bit on the slow side as well, and I think he prefers to be in a free. He's going to go to Newcastle for 7.7 million. Now, with very little happening in the window, it is time for our first match day. Chelsea are going to be taking on Liverpool in the opening game. We're taking on Brentford, but before we do that, let's take a look at the shortlist we've put together so far. And this is how it's looking. Of course, planning for life potentially without Emerson Royale, I needed a decent replacement, and Arno Martinez looks like a beast. He's been doing bits at Girona. Just look at Girona in general. They're going to have a lot of good players for you to go and pick up. And I like the look of him. I need to improve a few things with him, but I think he'd be fantastic as a replacement to Emerson. Now, I plan to sign a centre-back in this episode, and these are the options I have to choose from so far. Jonathan Towers linked with Tottenham quite heavily in real life. We have the youngster Diamonde. There's Lenormand as well. He's always been fantastic on the game, and Caselli looks very good as well. So I'm excited about all of those. We added a CDM. I just added him for the sake of it, but it's up top where I really feel like we need someone. Can Richarlison really carry us the entire season? I'm not so sure. So I've added Raspadori. Can play a few positions, can play out on that left if we need to and rotate him. I think Raspadori looks pretty decent. We've also added Dusan Vlahovic. This would be a go big kind of transfer. Both of these are go big kind of transfers. I don't know if they're realistic, but there's no way on this planet that Tottenham don't have the money to make these to happen. And Dusan's not in the greatest position at Juve right now. So this is a viable transfer that could happen considering the position that he's in at that club right now. Would the right move for him be Tottenham not in the Champions League? Probably not, but who knows what's going to happen. And then I had to add him. He's got the face mask this year. It's Victor, innit? It's Victor Osimhen. What an absolute beast. They just come out of nowhere, didn't he? If you played Football Manager years ago, you knew he was a wonder kid on that, but he has been absolutely superb. He would be an absolute beast. He would also cost an absolute fortune. Probably a pipeline dream for this one with Victor Osimhen, but I had to stick him on there. I will wait for your guys' suggestions as well, though. Get them in the comment section. Now, there are some new things on this year's game. So I won't show this in every episode, but there is a new kickoff screen. We have a pre-match report where we can go in and we can actually look at the team. We can go to the team stats, which I think is pretty cool. You can see who's been performing, who's been playing, who's likely to have an impact in the game. They have Thiago Thomas. What a beast. So I love this. More stats. Give me more and more stats. For me as a player, it's great. Probably for a viewer, you don't want to see them all the time. Maybe when we just play the big clubs, but it tells us the last 5 matches. You can't see that I am in the way. But it does indeed tell you the last 5 matches. It tells you what their attack, mid, and defense is rated, what star team they are, and what the expected lineup is going to be. This isn't a guaranteed lineup. This is an expected lineup. Whether they do that or not, I don't know. But we can actually see their tactical vision as well. It's kick and rush, so it's going to be quite tight, compact defensively, and then they're going to look to hit us on the break. This is just a good addition. I genuinely think more information you can be given, whether you want to use it or not, that's not a problem, but it's genuinely good to at least have the option. Now, there are training sessions here again, those awful, boring training sessions, and they are going to give you a play style. The new thing that is in the game. We'll talk about play styles as we go on and what players we want dependent on their play styles. Play styles does change the dynamic of the gameplay. I haven't played enough of the gameplay to be able to give an opinion on it or sliders or anything like that. And then you got the press conference. We're going to go into the kickoff now, which then, if you was worried, brings you to this screen, which is a lot cleaner. It's a lot nicer. It's a lot cleaner. Don't know why we're kicking off at 2 o'clock. Are we playing on a Sunday? We must be playing on a Sunday. We're going 4 minutes legendary for now. This is our starting 11. For me, it's my preferred. I think Basuma's in there. I'm not even sure we keep Højbjerg. Gonna await feedback on that one. We have the tactical view now where you can watch the game on the pitch, sim match, quick sim, play highlights. Everything that I've seen of play highlights, you don't want to do them. They're not very good this year. I don't think they were particularly good last year, so I mean, maybe you could watch it. This, for me, if I'm playing at home and I'm not playing a YouTube save, I would definitely play on tactical view. I play on something similar when I play Madden. I might go and make a brew or do whatever, and you could just have the game play out and you could keep watching it. I think this is a cool addition. How much it gets used, who knows? But let's get into this game and hopefully pick up our first win of the season. I forgot as well, we have a whole new opening cutscene. They're trying to get you into the action quicker. From a simulation purist, I don't know how much you're going to enjoy this, but I don't mind it. I used to have to hold the button to skip the starting scene quite often. Once you've seen it once or twice, it gets a little bit boring. So this for me, I quite like it. We're going to get into the games a lot quicker, but we're still going to get some cool cutscenes at the start. There we go. Look, just like that, we're in the game. This is so much introductional stuff. Just like that, we're into the game. Now, there's a new camera this year, and I'd like to use it. So after hitting start as well, this is cool. So if you wanted to, you could jump to the tactical view, jump in whenever you wanted, jump to sim and stuff that was there before, but I like this. This is good. Now, I always have a fight with camera angles, but we're going to try it. We're going to give it a go. Also, I haven't played much of this game, and I have not played on PlayStation. I've played on Xbox. I played the entire beta on Xbox, and I have played very little on PlayStation. The PS5 is brand new. So be prepared that we could lose this game quite comfortably. I'm hoping that's not the case. Oh, they've cut me through. This camera angle is so awkward to deal with. I don't think I like it. I'm going to try, guys. I'm going to try. They've got an injury to Collins. I haven't touched any sliders, so I don't know this year if injuries will be shocking again, and we'll have to make changes. I know defending is different, so you can't really just be trying to chop a man down in the box. You can't say we didn't give it a good side go. We are now on tactical. This one, I think I'm going to find much more usable. We're going to see much more of the pitch. The EA game, it kind of moves... Oh, my God. What are we doing? The keeper's had a shocker. Change the camera and we concede. I have a genuine feeling we're going to be awful at this game. I ran right past him. We're going to be bad at this game for a minute. But we'll get there. We always improve. That's what we do, boys. Let's forget that it's very late at night. Gee, come on. Come on. Give him the red. Ref cam. This is what we like. A little bit of ref cam. Bennenke, go on. Give him one, son. This is naughty. It's only a yellow. All right, let's see what's happened again. Refs are being paid still. Pedro Porro. I just don't know any of the controls on PlayStation. It feels so much weirder where the joystick is. If anyone's ever swapped from console to console, let me know how you made that transition, because your boy's struggling right now. Oh, we've been undone here. Oh, his ball rolled me. Oh, it changed to the wrong player. Oh, what a save, Vicario. Saving us from being 2-0. Like, imagine we get battered by Brentford. We've got Man United after this. Oh, my God, nobody clear it. Clear it. Get off it, you know. Nobody wants you on the football. Get rid... What are we doing, Madison? Collect it, Vicario. Calm. Be calm. Okay, this is the new camera view. We reach half-time. We have survived... Only conceding one. Definitely should have been more. The new halftime stuff, though, is so cool. I like the new halftime stuff. This stuff is nice. Second half, this is where we pick it up a notch. This is where we become at one with the PlayStation control. And, you know, it just kind of takes it up a little notch now. Wow, that's a good ball into Janssen. But look at that. Destiny Udoji feels good. Whip that one to Basuma. Basuma then. Slide that one in. Kulusevski. Great turn. Kulusevski. What a save from Flecken. Well, this is a bit different. I don't know how this works. Tell you what, though, what a signing Flecken is. It's not a bad ball in, is it? Bennenke? He saved it off the bloody line. Get your watch out, ref. Didn't it go over? Not a fan of this. Not a fan of this. Don't let him pop another. Goalkeeper. Oh, my God, near post. Oh, that's so frustrating that we've been beaten at the near post. 2-0. We've just been having a good spell. A bit of dominance. 2-0 down. That calls for substitutions. Madison's coming off. He's not had a great game. I want to give Sarr opportunities. Richarlison's not touched the football. That is a problem. Bring on Manuel Solomon as well. Let's see what he can do as well as Johnson. Why not? Screw it. We're just going to change half the team. We've gone back to our tried and trusted camera as well. We are back on co-op. If you want to know what this one is, this is the one that I have always used. I seem to get the best. Like, passing feels so different in this game right now. The jockey feels different. Defending in general. I mean, it's one of those things, right? A new game comes out, and I feel like they've made a lot of changes this year. There's a lot to learn. We're going to learn it together. I hope. How are you finding it? If you've just got your hands on it, how are you finding it? We've got 79% pass accuracy at the minute. I mean, that's not very good, is it? That's not very good at all. Gunter. Oh, Romero. Just anyone. Get it clear. And it seems a little bit more sluggish, which is a good thing, right? It's more realistic if it's more sluggish, but I don't feel like I can take the same kind of touches and turns as I was taking at the end of last FIFA. Now, I'd love to get our first goal in FIFA at least. We're going to lose this one, but we always start slow. This is not new to me. Pedro Porro. Good ball roll. Put that one back to Sarr. Sarr looks pretty decent, you know. Bennenke. Whip it. Rail good. Oh, what a save, Flecken. He's been pretty decent, hasn't he? Solomon. Looks at a cross. I'm going to whip it in. It wasn't a bad idea. Can I fire off a shot? Oh, Flecken, I hate him. And he's going to deny me of my first goal on this game. We get beaten 2-0. Again, learning curve. We'll get used to it. Play on a higher difficulty, though. You'll enjoy it. But yeah, that felt a lot different than last year's game. Right, so before we get into the Manchester United game at home, must win, I want to get a transfer done. We need to get our first deal done here, man. We need to bring somebody in, and I've weighed up my options, and because they were linked with him in real life, he's a little bit slow, don't get me wrong, but I genuinely think he could be a leader there at the back. He'll be great next to Romero. We're going to go in for Jonathan Tah. Now, I don't think there's anything new in terms of transfer-wise. There's supposed to be some improvements to transfer AI this year, but in terms of, like, the transfer cutscenes and stuff, I think they're exactly the same. And that was really easy. 24 million is all it's going to take. And just like that then, 24 million later, and no Tottenham jersey in the cutscene. Jonathan Tah, number 12, is a Tottenham Hotspur player. He must not like the shirt. That's not going to stand him in good stead with the fans. But there we go. We get our first deal of the transfer window done. I don't want to do too much more. I think that's going to be it for this episode in terms of transfers. We still got our Manchester United game to go, though. And what a better game to make his debut for the club than this one. Jonathan Tah. Good luck, mate. This is his debut against Manchester United. I have not changed anything else to the squad. He comes in for Van der Ven. And I've just tweaked the roles a little bit because we've not touched them yet. We can't have too many poor performances at the start of the season, or things will start to look bad for us. Now, Rashford could cause me a few issues. He's going to look to cut it back. I swear every time they're going to look to cut that back. As long as you cut off like that passing lane, they can't cut it back. But I'm not saying the gameplay feels bad. It just feels a little bit less responsive, but not in a bad way. And again, you got to remember we're playing Gegenpress, so that might not help me. And that might be a great ball to Richarlison. Lindelof. Hassle him. Hassle him, lads. Hassle him. He took the ball out. I swear to God he took the ball out. Madison slides that one in behind to Pedro Porro. I mean, I didn't think I'd be going all the way with Pedro Porro, but it's a nana in net. Just fire off shots at that man. He concedes for fun. Destiny Udogie won that back. Got to play it across, right? Richarlison. Pull it back. Good footwork. I mean, he's overplayed it, but we'll slide that one into Madison for his first goal. No, he couldn't get it out of his feet quick enough. Richarlison just needed to be calmer there under that pressure. It would be very disappointing right now. We conceded. Well, should have been held that by Vicario Rayleigh. We have absolutely taken out Malacia there. That was a little bit naughty. Revcam, just give us a yellow, mate. We'll take a yellow. Absolutely chopped. Yeah, not a problem. Chopped his legs down. I get it. Nothing more than a yellow needed there. I love our first win to be against Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes. What are you going to do? I'm tracking him everywhere with Basuma. Basuma's job today is just attack Bruno Fernandes. And then our job right now is to go clean through with Heung-min Son. Heung-min Son, be unselfish, mate. Be unselfish. Richarlison for our first goal. It's a tap-in. Do we give a damn? No, we don't. Richarlison. Got to keep it down. It's like 4 in the morning, but Richarlison, he's back. 1-0 Tottenham on the break. That is how we should be playing. I've been trying to play like I was playing with Blackburn. Ain't going to work with this Tottenham team. There may have been a lot of changes with this team. There may have been, but I tell you what, the one change there hasn't been is that partnership of Son and Richarlison. They are back for me. I wonder if changing your style mid-game is an idea. I might give that a go if I feel like maybe what we're doing is a little bit too aggressive. Kulusevski. Oh, that's beautiful. Madison, back across. Son, surely. Oh, he's stunning. He's got that play style plus, and he absolutely stunning. 2-0 just like that. We are stunning Man United right now. What a return so far. It's been back to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And look at these cheeky little scenes at half-time. I swear it cuts to the commentators. There we go. Look at that. Why have they got red ties on? Why? See how it is. Both pundits and Man United fans, are they? All right, no worries. I bet that punditry at half-time show was very unbiased. So far for Jonathan Tah as well. Good start. He's going to be number 2 for this team. Well, he's not going to be number 12 in that weird free agency shirt he had on last year. He's got it into Van der Beek. Don't concede early. That's all we need to not do. Bentancur. Sonny. Oh, Son, get it out your feet quicker, mate. Get it out your feet quicker. Jonathan Tah coming across. Oh, what a tackle. Tell you what, that's what you want your new signing doing. Tackles like that. Pedro Porro. He loves a cross. But no one's there. Kulusevski likes a cross as well. No one was there for that, but we managed to get to the second. Madison just won that header. Richarlison. Back inside. Richarlison again. What can I do now? I need something in over the top. I didn't have it. There has been a handball. Do I take it? I don't. Player's been stretched out for a little while, but Bentancur is in acres. Oh, what a save, Anana. Biggest thing with playing Gegenpress this year is your players get absolutely knackered. Let's bring on Sarr. And again, I don't think I've seen quite enough of Kulusevski. I need to give Brennan Johnson game time this season. We're going to get a second bite at it. Let's whip in another corner. Going to be towards Richarlison again. Anana's pulled out some big saves. Not very realistic then, is it, this FIFA? Nana's pulled out some big saves. It's not realistic, is it? Another opportunity from the corner. And Nana followed it all the way. Fair play. Breaking in behind. There's time left. Beats Jonathan Tah, but look at that. He's there to get to Rasmus Højlund. Malacia. I know what he's going to try and do. Go for the cutback. That was a good ball across and a good save from Vicario. This clean sheet is on for now. Rashford. Oh, I nearly cut that out. Anthony's ball roll was great. Oh, we get there. We surely got there. How does Bruno Fernandes get that one off? Could have sworn we were in position to block this with Romero. Look at, just stick his leg out. Just stick his leg out. Well, that's frustrating. But the lads out there now are knackered. Manchester United do have the ball. And this is very devastating because we got no pace left in the team right now. Oh, don't do it this way. That is fantastic. Get it. Play it. Anything. There we go. Full-time whistle, and we will get our first victory of the season. And how sweet is it? They've won it at home, and 2 is against Manchester United. And even though we're in the early stages of the season, Chelsea are looking like the Chelsea of real life. Brighton, not so much. Luton have already got their first point of this season, and we sit on 3 like Manchester United, top of the table, as expected. Manchester City. Bit of a surprise seeing Everton there. But that's going to be it for episode number 1. I have to sit here now and wait. I can't just keep playing on. I have to sit here and I have to wait for your guys' feedback. It's infuriating. If you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button. Hit the like button, boys, for more content from me. I've got so much planned. I've taken 9 days off of work. We are going to be grinding the hell out of this game. I hope you're enjoying your copy as well. If you've got to wait, there's 7 days, is it, until it comes out? I hope you enjoy the content and it keeps you going and gets you hyped for the game. Because so far, it's looking very good. Take care. I'll see you for the next one.